Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun, Moon and Rising sign of Sagittarius. And beautiful Sagittarians, this is your weekly reading for the 30th of October to the 5th of September 2023. Beautiful Sagittarius, let us see what is coming through for you at this time. We trust you are well and we wish you a beautiful, blessed week, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon and Rising Sagittarius, 30 October to 5 September 2023. What is coming through for you? Evolution. Wow. Okay, before we begin, beautiful Sagittarians, we have been asked to activate a few light codes for you. So if you could all close your eyes or look at the card in the middle, whichever one feels aligned and whichever one feels at ease with you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Vitries, kalaturos, dalavatries, kiatos, kiatos, kiatos. Deep breath out. Vitries, kiaturos, kiviakia, kutos, kitries, talozotos, kiviatries, katuros. Deep breath in. Kiviatries, kalaturos, kiviatries, katares, kiviatries, kituros, kilitares, kiavatries, katuros. Deep breath out. Kiviatries, kalatos, kiviatries, kiates, kiviatries, kituros, kiviatries, kiates. Deep breath in. Viatries, kiloturos, kiviatos. Kiviatri, kiviatri, kiviatri. Deep breath out. Kiviatries, kiatos, kalatur. Kiviatri, kiviatri. Keep breathing. Vitries, kalozotos, kiviatries, kiatos. Dalavas, tararitres, kilavitries, katus. Dilivitries, kiatos, kiviatos. Viatos, viatos. Viatos, viatos, kitas. Okay, Sagittarius, you are going through a deep evolutionary change this week as we are seeing the DNA strands, even the light codes that we have received for each and every single one of you, a unique activation, a unique awakening of the key codes, which are ready now to evolve into the next step, into your next frequency. You are shifting now from being this human being to being a physical vessel, a physical experience of your source. So that is a digression from what humans know as what it means to be a human being, right? We have been conditioned so many years to, this is how it is to be human, this is what it means to be human, the different labels and definitions and boxes of human, and this is completely being washed away from you as you are now no longer being a soul having a human experience, but rather a soul having a physical experience, and your body and your DNA and everything about you is now shifting to source. Your mind, your thoughts, your behavior, your personality, how you present yourself is aligning more to the profound source creator you are. And it brings empowerment to you. It brings a remembrance. You're remembering who and what you are like never before this week. It can be a bit emotional for a lot of you because it is, imagine you've had amnesia for the longest time and all of a sudden you're getting flashbacks of you, flashbacks of your power, flashbacks of your memory, flashbacks of what you are, flashbacks of your wisdom, of your truth, and from deep, deep, deep soul spaces, from core frequencies, which are from your eternal energies. It's not just, oh, I remember. It's so much deeper than just memories. It's your very frequency awakening and re-emerging in this physical realm for the first time. So a lot of you might also be feeling a little bit disoriented, for many aspects of you are awakening for the first time in this physical realm. So parts of you who have not been on earth yet awakening, and Earth is a bit new, so you might be going through different experiences, seeing people, different situations, and different environments, which you have known for many years, but they feel new to you. And even your experiencing of self feels new. Again, another change in maybe your diet, another change in what you like eating, another change in how you express yourself. And Source is saying, don't get, please do not get disheartened or frustrated by the continual changes in how you express yourself and how you be, because some of you have gone through multiple of these awakenings. And Source is saying this is quite a big one. This is almost the main theme. This is you finally awakening as your truth. So this feels like the we won't say final, for we are always eternal, forever changing, forever evolving. But this feels like your base frequency, the baseline, the main ingredient to you really awakening, and you finally tapping into your power. And it really releases a lot of the conditioning, right? So even if maybe you found yourself on this journey, but you keep slipping back, you're finding yourself release the condition, but you keep slipping back, or something keeps coming in. So maybe you've been doing well, and then a new job comes in which you really want, and as you take it, the environment around you almost challenges you, and you almost see yourself slipping back to old habits in order to please the environment. All of a sudden, this wave comes in, and boom, it takes all of that away, and you find yourself emerging in your truth, even in this new environment, and not caring anymore how other people are going to experience you. You are just deciding, this is who I am, and I actually cannot hold back. Remember, Sagittarius, you are that beautiful centaur energy. You are the magic, and that's what we're feeling. That magic side of yours is coming through in a maximum way. So centaur energy, half horse, half human. The half horse side that has been neglected and suppressed, and you've been letting it slowly trickle in, it's now literally taking charge. It's saying, no, it's time for me to be primary. It's time for me to be the main theme. The human half can go to sleep right now. I am coming out. Your full magic, your true, your full source, your divinity, everything that's just ethereal, magical, supernatural about you is taking precedence, is leading this week. And it feels like it's going to be like that for a few weeks, all the way into the 1111 portal, in order for you to anchor in. We feel this is also in preparation for the 1111 portal, which is coming through on the 11th of on the 11th of November. We just realized we said the 30th of October to the 5th of September instead of the 30th of October to the 5th of November. Whoa, okay, beautiful beings, please do forgive us. We are going through this transformation, yet Source has asked us to bring through these readings regardless. So forgive us for the mistake in the beginning. We actually need to put a note on Scorpio's reading. Preparation for the 1111 portal happening next month. We're not going back in time, Kemet. We are going forward. Whew. And so this magical aspect of yours is coming through predominantly and is setting the tone in order to be open, to be the main frequency that is open as you now anchor in these energies on the 1111 portal. Because every 11 November we receive powerful integrations and powerful light codes and downloads for your next step, for your next year journey. And we feel that your shadow, your mystical, your divine feminine, your sacral, your magical side, that half horse side of the centaur side, is saying we are going to now be predominantly aspected through each and every single one of you, so that when the 1111 portal opens, you receive us more than anything. You're receiving the balancing. so that finally after that portal shift, you are now whole and balanced because you've spent so much time in the half-human aspect. It's now time to top up on the magical side. Okay. Wow. Yes, 30th of October to the 5th of November. We are moving forward. Goodness. Okay. And I've had a bit of coffee, so just know that this is beyond our beyond our frequencies at this moment. We are just going with the beautiful flow. But no, beautiful Sagittarians, this week you are having a major upgrade, a major evolutionary change, and allow yourself a freedom, because we feel it might be a bit overwhelming, because where you used to maybe be quite certain about something, all of a sudden this week it's out the window, because whatever was born of certainty of the illusion is going out the window. Okay, even if you thought it was well-meaning, so even if you thought, you know what, this is the best way that I can balance my spirituality and reality in order to be responsible, or in order to be present, or in order to be whatever it is that you thought you were being, out the window. So no matter how you logicked it, out the window. No matter how you processed it, out the window. So just be open to a very new being emerging from you, and know that, and it's, the thing is, when this happens, you're going to feel quite at home. It's just that it's throwing maybe so many things out the window that perhaps if it's your partner or your family around you might be a bit taken aback, because you were so certain you were going this direction last week, all of a sudden you are literally doing a 180, and it might throw them off a bit. But it's not that you are confused or anxious or that you are fearful. It's simply that you are now finally embracing that magic source, sacral, spiritual aspect of yours completely, without giving any bit of the illusion reference. You're no longer taking any of the illusion into account. No matter how, you know, when you become a parent or when you have a new job, there's certain responsibilities that you need to take on, and you sort of try to fit your spirituality so that it balances. So you end up altering yourself a little bit in order for you to be a responsible mother, responsible father, responsible being, guardian, to be responsible colleague, whatever it might be. And not that you would be reckless otherwise, but it's like there's just certain things you think you have to do in a certain way in order to accomplish a goal or a task, or in order for you to validate that experience. All of that's going out the window. And no matter how well-meaning it was, and no matter how many people it might have served, out the window. And you are just receiving what your actual true self would have done in your highest frequency, and that's all that matters. And you are willing to allow whatever this would be to now manifest in the physical. So you are really no longer taking any physical illusion, external frequency into account at all. And many of you might be saying, no, but we've already been doing that. It goes deeper this week, okay? It goes deeper. It goes much deeper, where wherever you think you are on your journey, it might completely change again. And it's not that it is scary. It's just saying, wherever you are on your journey, allow yourself an openness that there is even more, and this even more is a predominant frequency which might override where you think that you were doing, or where you have to be, or where you are going. Okay. Complete change and transformation, and it's beautiful. You're really going to enjoy it. It's just no fear. There is zero fear here, and you no longer are considering what others or what the illusion might think. And it doesn't mean you don't care for others or you don't care. You don't, but it's not a reckless I don't care. It's a I now honor my frequency above all else. And I see you and I have compassion and I honor where you are, but I no longer allow that to influence where I am. That is the power that you're having. You're no longer giving anyone power over your frequency, no matter how well-meaning it might have been to do so in the past. Okay, we are ready. The Hierophant, here it is, true and clear here, right? The Hierophant is that Taurus energy, Venus ruling energy, and Venus governs your relationships and also your career sector, that stability, your security, that baseline frequency of yours. And here it is, it's born of source, you see. Your moral compass, what you believe is source energy, what you believe as God force frequency is now born of you and your understanding alone. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of it. It doesn't matter what other people think is morally correct or wrong. You're no longer doing anything according to worldly morals. You're no longer doing anything according to what religion and what tradition and what society deems right or wrong. Everything is now born of your frequency, and you are allowing that to be the only thing that directs you. And you're trusting that when you step as source in this way, whatever it is will be love. And that is where you are creating from, and that is all you care about, and that is where you are this week. That source frequency within you is dominant and overriding everything this week. And so it's this huge resurfacing, re-emergence, reawakening of who you truly are, of what you truly are. And it's quite big. Okay, it feels quite a huge shift in your being, in your expression. This, for us, it's reminiscent of when we were Lasala and we became Velastri, or when we were Velastri and became Kemet. It's a huge shift. It's like, okay, that no longer exists. This is thus now. And it's just, it's such a defined shift. And it feels good and amazing, but it can just be, we feel overwhelming for those of you who are still surrounded by people. Some of you are in your, like us, the journey required us to be quite solitary, so the shift, we are experiencing it more primarily. Yes, others around us, for example, our housemate or those who are still in connection, we let you know that we are now Kemet, but it's not causing us too much stress, But if we had a partner and children now being completely a different being, that might make you feel a bit, how do I now begin? And Source is saying, just trust, just be open with them, be open with your kids, be very open and tell your kids what's happening, what you're going through. Children are incredibly receptive to truth. And for them, when it's truth, it makes sense. It makes so much sense. For them, all of this makes sense. It's only us in our adult mind that we try to hold on to the past. So don't be too caught up with how your loved ones will receive you. Just be your truth. And you're going to find that because you are emerging as such a great love, as such a great frequency and energy of love, that it actually brings them ease and peace to experience you in this way. The ease and the peace you feel as you experience yourself is the ease and the peace they feel as they experience you. The Two of Stones, yes, is bringing through a balancing. This beautiful shift really allows that balancing. That's what we felt. It's as if you were really giving the illusion and it wasn't, again, beautiful Sagittarians, understand, it wasn't that you were under control or that you were following the rigidity of conditioning. It feels like there were just certain things you thought you could not let go of, as a father, as a mother, I have to do this in order for me to provide for my kids, or I cannot not do this, or in this new workplace, I have to do this, I have to dress this way, but I have to do this in order for me to fit into, and those things are going. It didn't feel like it was major. You weren't allowing the condition to govern major things. It was just these minor adjustments you were making in order for you to feel like you were on top of things. And Source is saying those were actually taking away your power. And now you are understanding how they were taking away your power. Now you are understanding how the human understanding of how to raise a kid, how the human understanding of how to dress for that work, how the human understanding of anything you're doing was taking away from your power. And now you are finally coming into this place and you're receiving a balance. You're dropping everything. You're dropping the illusion completely, and you're now raising yourself up into your highest frequency of creation. Imagine a coal being compressed for millions of years, becoming a diamond, but then as it was becoming the diamond, it kept a few specks of the coal because it was so under the understanding it needed to keep those specks of coal in order to have balance. And now finally all those specks of coal being completely compressed and crystallized into diamond. So now you're just pure diamond without a speck of coal in sight. The Root of Cups, the Knight of Cups. You are receiving intuitively what to do, who you are, information, clarity, understanding, revelations, resolutions, and it feels so good. This is why it's the Cups energy, not just the Swords energy. You are feeling so much love, so much peace, so much clarity. The information and the clarity and the shift and this evolution experience you're having allows you to feel so much happier about life. You're so excited. You are finally feeling in your power, and you're feeling so good, and you're feeling whole, and you're feeling excited about life again, and you're feeling that you can finally start taking things on again, projects on again. You are feeling awakened again. You're feeling in your vibe again. You're feeling excited again. You're feeling finally excited about life and lighter. There's a lightness that comes to you as you're receiving this. You're no longer feeling so heavy. Life no longer feels so heavy. You are awakening to such a beautiful part of you, and it feels so refreshing. It finally feels at ease. You're no longer fighting. You're no longer fighting your magic. You're no longer fighting the truth of your frequency, Sagittarius. And it's birthing a new energy within you, which is really powerful and beautiful. And beautiful shifts happening in your physical reality. Look at this, beautiful shifts happening in your physical reality. Here it is, the Chariot, right? Breakthrough energy, Cancerian energy. This is the crab, and what's happening with the crab? The crab moves from water to sand, right? From water to earth. So now you're creating, and what we're saying, that balancing, right? Now, and look at this card. Look at this card, right? Look at here again. From the sacral to the earth, right? From the water, from your sacral, from your highest frequency, from your magic, from that half horse energy, that magic, that power, that source frequency, finally now manifesting fully in the physical. And look at the bear, an abundance of fish, breakthrough. You're finally seeing those beautiful shifts happen. And it's allowing you an understanding, Root of Cups, an understanding of, oh, wow. I was so scared that I had to be strict with myself. Even though I knew I was evolving, even though I knew I was tapping into source, I was still so strict with myself, with these human ways of being, because I didn't quite trust that if I was full on magic, everything would work out. Because, I mean, for many years, this is how people have been doing it, and they have been raising relatively living children, or they have been doing careers which have relatively been succeeding. So clearly that's how I should be doing it. And now you're finally realizing, wait a minute, that's actually been keeping me back. You are finally seeing your power, and you're thinking, wow, all I had to do was really completely let go of everything human and trust that all of this crazy magic I've been feeling within me is all that I've ever needed, and everything in my physical world works out. Yes, you finally believe in your magic. You finally come into understanding of that miracle energy. We always say, Sagittarius, you are the frequencies, the wielders of miracles, where things generally should not be working out in the way that you think. For you it works out because you have that magic. You are the centaur. You literally have all of that magic with your frequency. And now you're finally understanding how your magic manifests everything you need in this physical world, and how it's so much more stable and so much more reliable than the human conditioned way you have been trying to hold on to. And again, very well meaning. This is not something for you to punish yourself about, and it's not something for you to feel guilty about. It's not that you haven't been doing the work. You have been doing the work. It feels very much that it's just things that are just so on principle human, that even if you were really believing in the magic, it just didn't seem feasible for you to do that, you know? Oh no, but I have to do A, B, and C in order for my child to receive this. I can't just do that and expect it's going to pop out of midair. And you're realizing, oh, wait a minute, I'm miracle magic, so naturally it does pop out of midair, and actually out of midair it's more abundant than when I actually try to make it happen. And it's those kinds of revelations, and it's quite extraordinary for you, but it's very beautiful too. And look, the harvest of thunder, the king of swords, mirroring the hierophant. Yes, look at you, one with source. You're no longer underestimating the power of source. You're no longer underestimating the power of miraculous creation. You're no longer underestimating the power of your magic. You're no longer underestimating the power of that half-horse energy in your whole centaur picture. You're no longer underestimating the God frequency within you. You are one with source, and you're creating only primarily from source at this time. And this week, that frequency of source is coming in strongly. It's overriding everything, because it feels like source is saying, enough. Enough of you holding on, enough of you rationalizing, enough of you reasoning why you can't possibly be this miraculous, powerful frequency of love. We're now going to come in full source, that you're just going to feel your magic completely, and your magic is going to be overruling everything, so that finally you can see just how powerful, just how beautiful you are, and what you can accomplish, and what you can manifest, and what you can achieve when you just let go of the human way and allow yourself to finally create as source. Blessed be.